here's what I have first for you, what I think you could work on now. So there are two types of business right now, right? Some will be able to fulfill their business with promoting themselves online, and some like the dwarf, the whale watching one. Really, you can't go right now out there whale watching, right? But there are a couple different things you can do in order to even do business now. That you can prepare yourself. So here's what I have for you. First is just really build your visibility. Now, if you cannot do business right now, this is the time to get more visible online, because we don't know how long this is gonna last. And but still, people will still be, things are still gonna be different. Even when things open, we know that things are gonna be different because the economy was so impacted by it, right? So if you can take your time now to do all you can on being more visible online, so when things come back, you don't start promoting yourself, so you don't waste more time there. That's going to be, beneficial for you. So I have a couple ideas. Obviously, I love social media. It is platforms that you can use and you can invest so little, and it has a return on investment that is so high. So if you're a photographer, yes, you need to be on Instagram. But other than that, other businesses, Facebook, everybody is on Facebook. And last month, it's been crazy. We have 79% more people going on Facebook. And I guess you can understand that, right? Everybody is bored. People don't have what to do. So they go on their phones and they are just scrolling, right? They want to see what their friends are doing. They want to get entertained. And most of all, people go to social media to connect. So if you get anything out of my presentation today, is this word, connection. Now, if you have a budget for your ads right now, Facebook and Instagram ads prices are the lowest they've ever been. I've never seen this. I do Facebook ads for about 5-6 years. Even only in the beginning, they were this low. And it's obviously a way of really generating leads right now. There's no other way online that you can really generate leads other than online ads. However, you can work on Facebook on many ways, guys. You can, if you don't have a business page, create one. That you should have already. If you have, update your page. And what's great about Facebook, if you have services or products, Facebook has a Facebook store or Facebook shop. Not too many people know about that, but it's basically an online store. Maybe you don't have a big budget now to do your own website, your own e-commerce website, but Facebook offers that. People can just click on your product and buy your product or your service right there. So update your page, give new information, and the thing is, every time you update something, people get notifications of your updates. So you keep your audience, people that liked your page, updated on what's going on. You're not out of business. You're here and you're going to be here. So that's a good way of going for it. Now, if you cannot sell now, the focus is on building your following, because you need to have an audience for you to show your posts to. Build your following means get more likes on your page. So invite people to like your page. Do whatever you need to do to invite people to like your page. I always tell people, you need your like button, your Facebook button on your website, and you need it on your signature, on all your emails. Just leave it there. Invite people to like your page there. You're sending emails, I hope so. So you just get that call to action on your email for people. And videos. I mean, I could talk about an hour about how important video marketing is right now. And I know a lot of people are shy and they don't even do, I mean, I have a client that she's an esthetician and she works on one-on-one, right? And when I got her on a call, on the strategy call in the first week of this, I needed to pivot her business. And she is doing videos. She didn't want even to have her face on Facebook with pictures. Now she's doing videos every day selling products because she has products from, you know, being an esthetician. She never even focused on that. So she had to pivot a little bit. She's still in her industry. She's doing videos every week and she's selling out her products. She's having to order more products. Now, is everybody going to be able to do that? No. But if you're able to start doing videos, and why videos? Not only videos, people connect much more with it than the images, but on Facebook specifically, the algorithm, which is basically these robots that stay behind everything, they love videos. So they show videos much more to people than they show posts. So you want to work with video. And I'm telling you, Laura and Mitzi, this is the way to go for you girls. I mean, it's videos. You can even start classes on videos right now. I have clients that are doing that. I have a professional organizer. All she did was coming to people's homes to do their organization because that's why they hired them, right? Now she's doing that virtually. She gets sessions and the person goes with their phone and she tells them, do this, do that. That's how she's doing. She's also doing a digital photos course that I was able to build her whole funnel on that. But that's what we are doing with videos. There's a lot more. I could stay here forever, but let me move on with this. Another idea for you is email marketing. Email marketing for the last couple of years has come back. If you don't believe in email, forget about it. This is not a belief system. It is working. And people open their emails. I have 50% of my business come from email marketing because I build it, I nurture it. So if you haven't sent an email, maybe you have a list. Just reconnect with people. That's what you can do with email marketing. Connect or reconnect. If you haven't sent, start sending emails. People are looking at their emails now. Connect with them. Tell them what's going on with your business, with this. They want to know. They were past clients. They want to know if you're still in business. And not only that, don't think only for now. Think for the long term. Maybe they're not going to buy now, although there's a lot of people buying now, okay? But maybe they'll buy later, and they have to remember you because people forget about you if you don't keep connected with them. Give updates. You know, I have a plumber. I mean, for the longest time in the beginning, it was hard for them to do some services because they, you know, they have to get permits and stuff. And now they're doing permits over the phone. So he gave updates to past clients. Hey, if you're buying something and you need a plumber to connect stuff, I'm still here. And most of all, be consistent. Marketing is something that you keep doing it. If you just send 1 or 2 emails, post 1 or 2 months, it's not going to work. You're not going to have results. Consistency is the key. So keep doing it. It's the same with networking, right? People that come to our meetings in the chamber once in a while, I'm not going to remember them. Who is going to remember them? So you have to keep doing it. One more tip. So to end, I don't know how many minutes do I have.
Okay, you have a couple more minutes.
Okay, I'm trying to rush here, but adjust your business. So maybe you cannot fulfill online right now and you can do all this stuff. But if you are able to adjust your business for what's happening. We're gonna have a new normal. And I just wanna give you a couple examples of what people are doing here. It's just amazing, okay? And if you can't think of what you can do, call me. I'll send you my email. Let's set up a call. I'm giving free calls to everybody I can help with, okay? I was doing a lot of calls to my clients and students. Now they're okay. So just, I'll give you some ideas. This here on the left, it's a manicure. That's what she's doing, guys. Isn't that awesome? She's doing nails. Yes, she is. Now, how about this? There is a cocktail and bar. They are known for their cocktails. So what they did is now they are delivering those cocktails. But how amazing is this? The garnish. They put the garnish in a sealable bag. I don't know if you can see, but that's lemon, limes, and umbrellas. You buy the whole kit, and it comes with a little bottle of alcohol. So you know, they have the mix there, but you just add the alcohol because they cannot put the alcohol in it. And people are buying online, so they don't have any contact at all with them. Restaurants, a couple restaurants are doing some amazing thing. They are doing what HelloFresh does, right? And they were able to, this restaurant in particular, were able to keep all their employees doing that. That's how they are promoting themselves. There's another restaurant that they had to pivot completely for being a delivery service now. And they were able to keep their 11 employees because they just had to change. And I talked about the plumber, and I want you to know that this will be our new normal. There are changes that are gonna stay. I don't know if you know, but some grocery stores, I haven't seen any here. If you know, please let me know. But you buy online and you stop and they put food on your trunk, right? I know that some food banks are doing that, but I haven't seen grocery stores here doing that. How amazing is that? I'm gonna love this convenience, and I'm gonna keep using that if it comes. Home Depot is doing that. You buy online, you just park your car, show them your order, they go in the store, get your order, and put inside your car. Things are changing, and we need to find a way to change to go with this new normal that we're calling, because that's going to be the new normal before we get to the real normal, right? And as I was talking about the plumber, so building commissions all over, I mean, the main building commission is the International Council Code, the ICC. They are now permitting, letting people, professionals, do, because when you do any remodeling in your house, you need to get a permit, most remodelings. And then to close that permit, an inspector has to come to your house to look at what you've done and to say yay or nay, right? So it takes a couple days for things to really close. Now, the plumber that is my client, he's doing this. He's finished his job. He gets the inspector on the phone. The inspector looks at it. It's okay. If it's not, he fixes it right away and it's done. I mean, they're even more productive now after the crisis. So it's just really a way of thinking really outside the box. And that's my last tip for you guys. I'm not sure if I'm run out of time, probably. And if you need any help, I'm here for you. Call me, let's set up a call, and I will, you know, we're gonna brainstorm together. There is a way out of this. So now I'm going to send this over to Richard. Richard, take it over.
All right, Richard, if you want to pop on with your screen share for us.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Great. Let me do this right here and share it. Now, can all of you see that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. Let me get my other screen up so I can see you guys as well. And go. All right. So a little bit about what I wanted to present to you guys is kind of like a refresher for utilizing Google My Business, especially at these times. It is a resource that is available for free, and I wanted to go over some really high-level items where maybe a refresher, maybe some things that you're not doing now that you can go ahead and jump in and start doing. So let's jump in here. So some of the benefits of using Google My Business. You know, did you know that every month these potential customers are searching for these types of businesses as well as yours, right? So we're looking at 5 billion searches for restaurants, 3 billion hotels, and so on and so forth. As you can tell, a lot of people in our local area, which we want to focus on our area, people are looking for businesses just like yours. So what we want to do is utilize all the tools available that we can uh, in our local area. And these are some tools this is a big tool that will really help you get ahead of the game. What I want to go over is a couple things here, just a couple of slides, and we can have questions later on. But one of the benefits is you claim your listing. If you haven't claimed it, go ahead and do that. It's free, and there are some ways that are very easy to do that, and verification may be a little tricky, but we can definitely help you with that moving forward. The second, you get more customers with a better search visibility. And I'm going to show you a screen that has that so people understand what is really involved there. Number 3, give customers options to get in touch with you. And I'll show you that as well. Another option for phone as well as the desktop. The fourth point that I wanted to go over would be building the customer trust with reviews. Now, this is going to be very high-level overview, but it is very crucial that we maintain and respond to reviews. Number 5, this is an interactive channel, so it's another social media channel that you should post frequently and update about your business. And the 6th point that I want to go over was the reporting. Now, this is probably one of the most important portions of utilizing this channel, is that the reports and where the customers are coming from and how you can tailor your message. Okay, so let's go into claiming your listing. Now, as you can tell here, this Damon Sundberg Construction, and sorry if somebody knows who Damon Sundberg is. I found him on the Chamber website as a new member. But as you can see on the right-hand side, there is no Google listing for his business. So that means he hasn't claimed his business. So by this company or any one of your companies that do not have one, go ahead and go to this link down at the bottom here, which is google.com/business, and you can claim your listing or verify that one is already out there with your name. Once it's claimed, you can go ahead and change the information, verify the content, and move forward. So very simple. The second piece is, you get more customers with better search visibility. As you can see on this slide here, the Stuart Wilkie DO MPH, that is a specific search for, obviously a physician, Dr. Wilkie. But as you can see on the right-hand side, that is the local one box, which takes up, at least a third of the page, right? In terms of column. And you can see that it has all the information about him, website directions, as well as reviews, location, hours, website, appointments, phone number, all of these things, right? So these are very, very detailed items that you can do within the system. And it's something that you should really focus in on, and it's something that can be done very, very quickly. Number 3 is giving customers options to get in touch with you. This, as we just showed in the last slide, the right-hand side, that is the web version of that one box, right? Now, if we click over here, you can see this is the mobile version of the one box. And you can see there's a click to call button, directions. You can save this to your favorites if you're logged into Google, and direct to website links. So giving your customers, potential customers, ways to get in contact with you is crucial and very easy with this system. Number 4, building customer trust with reviews. Now, this is a big piece where I think a lot of companies have kind of overlooked the ability to either generate and respond to reviews. Now, reviews come through Google, and a user goes ahead and logs in and gives you, let's say, a 5-star review. You should respond to that person because it shows that interaction between you and that customer. If the customer has a 5-star review, other people are going to see that you respond quickly and more likely to engage with you than someone else doing a search for a generic term for a company or service near them, which is the near me search. So within the system, you can see that there are many tools on the left-hand side, and also on the web app is really a really cool feature. All the information and all of the tools are readily available on the go, so you can easily respond at any time. So that's a little piece there. Number 5 was it's a true interactive channel. It is another social media avenue for you to use in your arsenal. Now, by utilizing this, there has been an update to the Google My Business infrastructure where they added the COVID-19 update, where you can do specific information about what your safety is regarding the coronavirus, and also other hours and special options available to clientele. So that's some information there. On the top here is the COVID-19. You can add offers, you can add what's new, you can add events. And one of the biggest things right now, and Simone was talking about it earlier, is video. Video is sometimes a little difficult to do, and like we were saying that perhaps a customer or a client does not like to be on video, but there are a lot of other ways to do video and very short snippets. It has a higher engagement rate from Facebook to Instagram to Google My Business. So these are things that we can definitely help with. Any one of us on the panel here can definitely work with you on getting some of these video pieces together, as well as some of the content so that you can post frequently, which is going to be key to just about any of the social medias, right? Because you need some sort of engagement, you need frequency, and offers and tips and tricks, those kinds of things for your business. And I can't stress enough, but the app is going to be the key portion of managing your Google My Business. On the web, it's great, but it's not as intuitive. On the app, it is so easy to change something, to change a picture, take a snapshot, take a short video, post it right there. You get review responses right on the notifications within the app. You can respond right there. Makes it very easy to manage. And just one thing that you need to put into your system on a weekly basis. Reporting. I wanted to touch real high level on the reporting structure. There is a robust reporting structure within Google My Business, and it will tell you the searches from direct, discovery, or branded, which ones where people particularly come from, how they found you, where they came from on the search or maps, because Google My Business is also not only in the search, but also in the maps. So if somebody has a map view open or searching via the map for directions, you will pop up in there as well. It will measure the customer actions, what they've actually done to contact you within the system, and a direction request by location, and also calls to your business via the mobile app. So that click to call that I showed you earlier within the chamber, Oceanside Chamber, they had a click to call. It measures that as well. So the app is one of the biggest things that will be a help to you guys moving forward. A couple of items for your business homework. One, claim your listing. If you have it, that's great. Let's go ahead and make sure that all of the information is updated, all the way from the hours to the COVID-19 information, to specialty services. Make sure these posts that you start putting in are linking back to your website, to separate pages, to separate services. Start focusing on that. That'll help with the SEO moving forward, and all of the SEO work that you're going to be doing with blog posts and content update that Aaron will talk about. Seek and respond to reviews. Now, that's one of the biggest things that it's very difficult to do. It's time consuming, moreover. So when you do get a review, if it's a 1-star to 5-star, please respond to them, especially if it's a lower end review. If you could respond to them quickly, telling them that I'm aware of the issue, please call me directly. I will, make it right. We'll do something to hopefully increase them so that that customer can have a positive response and change that review for you. And then it'll move your average star rating up the ladder by having them do that. But also on the 5-star review, go ahead and respond to them as well. Thank you so much for being a VIP client. Let me know what else we can do for you, those kinds of things. Maybe add a little offer in there, a little token, maybe send a card out as well. Little things that you can do just to keep them engaged with you, and also a referral source for you. That's going to be key. And the last thing, if you have any questions regarding the Google My Business setup, review generation, or promotion, give me a call. We can do some quick chats, find out what you need and what I can help you with. Willing to do that for the chamber members.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Richard. We're going to pass it off over to Aaron now. And Aaron, you are unmuted. You're ready to go.
Awesome. So, my name is Aaron Gobidas. I'm the owner here at GoBeRewarded. We do website, social media, video, and Google ads for about 115 businesses locally here in North County, San Diego. So, I'm going to touch on a few things today. First off, I'm going to touch on keeping your website and content up to date and what your website strategy should be for this time. I want to touch just for very momentarily on pay-per-click advertising, because there's been a lot of changes and movement in that sector. And then just the last piece I'll be covering is just not getting scammed during this time. There's a lot of very desperate business owners, and I understand why, but there's a lot of people looking to capitalize on that right now. Just making sure that you guys are staying safe from scammers. So I'm going to open up and show you my screen here. Okie dokie. And I gotta move that. There we go. Yeah, sorry, your guys' gallery was getting right in the way there. All right, so first thing I want to cover is going to be your website. There's going to be a couple of different strategies, as Simone what was mentioning. There's people who can be doing business right now and people who can't be doing business right now. I have a slightly different thought on that. Is I think there is going to be a new normal and everything like that, but also keeping in mind, we're not Manhattan here. It's 83 degrees outside. I think things are going to be getting back to normal a lot sooner, at least here, than people think, or maybe what the rest of the state is doing, just because, people are going to be wanting to get back out and doing things when it's hot outside and people aren't necessarily have air conditioning and stuff like that. So, I would say my strategy would be during this time is to start building content on your website. Because when this thing lifts, when everybody wants to go back outside, go do, some whale watching, some fishing, get their family portraits, or even if you can start doing some of those things slower and slower as this time goes on, making sure that you're building that content on your website. So, I would say the first thing, content-wise, I always tell people is make sure all of your visual content, as well as your written content, is representing you, where you're from, who you are. Because I think more so than ever, people are going to be looking to help these local businesses out. That, people want to see your face. They want to see that they're helping a business owner in their community. As opposed to like, this is just a payment processing service in Oceanside, but you could see, they're at Swami's. That is, this is in a stock photo. This is actually them and their team talking to a customer. You want to make sure people are kind of getting that human touch, and making sure that they understand that they're not helping some generic, lady with the, I'm sure you guys have all seen the microphone before. There's 3 of them, lady with the microphone saying, "We're here to help you." on the website. People don't want to be seeing that. So building that visual content right now would be very helpful, but then also building your written content. Going through, everybody tells me, I have a full-time writer on staff because of this, but all of my other clients that don't have, my writing services through us, they all tell me, oh yeah, I really want to build a blog. Really want to build a blog. Right now, if you guys aren't blogging, what are you doing? If you guys haven't built a blog on your website and you guys aren't writing your own blogs, you guys are wrong. You guys can start doing that now because SEO hasn't stopped. SEO hasn't ceased. You can rank first on Google for certain things that you want to rank for organically, just by writing a few blog articles. And you guys have plenty of time to do it right now. Me personally, I would be writing more blogs, but I've got a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old, and they keep me plenty occupied, staying at home right here. They're actually in my studio right now with my wife, and the studio's soundproof, so you guys can't really hear it. But yeah, so building a blog and building visual content on your website is going to be a big one. And to kind of touch a little bit on the last topic, when you're talking about keeping information up to date, keep in mind, nobody has any way to know anything about your business right now other than what's online. So your website and your listings are going to be your 2 most important things that you're going to need. So if you're looking at your listings, one program I use is called Yext, Y-E-X-T. And you can see here, kind of like what Richard was talking about with Google My Business, keeping all that stuff up to date, letting people know your business hours and stuff like that. Except it's not only on Google My Business, but it's going to be on 72 other listings online. This is going to help your SEO, help you rank higher, because all your information is going to be consistent all across the board. But also, it won't be like one of those things where, I run into this all the time. I'm an Alexa person at home. I have Alexas, run my lights and everything like that. Let's say you're like, hey, is this open today? Alexa, is this open today? You want to make sure that's updated on the Alexa search, because you don't want to be like, oh yeah, they're open from 8 to 5 p.m. and then they're closed, or they try to make an appointment, nobody answers the phone or something like that. So making sure that whether you're open, whether you're closed, whether you're going to be rolling things out slowly, keeping that not just updated on your website, not just Google My Business, but literally every place you possibly can do it. Like I said, all my clients, I use Yext for that, but there's a lot of other more affordable ways of doing it. There's a lot of more affordable apps to be able to do that. This one's a little bit more on the expensive side, but that's just because I spare no expense for my clients. So yeah, keeping your visuals up to date, keeping your written content up to date, and also just keeping kind of your hard facts up to date, I think is going to be incredibly important, because once things start lifting, you want to start showing up first. Once you can start doing a portrait session with the family, which I'm assuming is going to be sometime within the next 15 to 30 days here, you'll be able to at least, bring some people to your studio or something like that. You want to show up first for family photos, family portraits, whatever it is. So write some blog articles on it and make sure all your information is correct. And that's how you'll show up really well. Also, kind of what Simone was mentioning with the video, if you guys have a chance to do video content, do it. One thing that, if you guys have a chance to do really good video content, try to do it. But when I'm talking about building up websites, I have a lot of clients who are starting to build up their websites right now, so that when things do lift, they have the best website, known to man. This is actually one we're going to be launching here in probably once everything lifts, we're going to be launching the new website for Lotus Den. But I'll kind of show you the brand video that we're talking about, so people can see who you are, what you do in the community, everything like that. So let me just, can you guys see that? Thumbs up.
You might have to reshare your screen, and you just have to click this little button at the bottom that says share audio when
Oh,
you share your
sorry.
screen from the video, because we don't hear anything.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
When coming to Lotus Den, you can expect to enjoy a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, a cold beer, and we just want you to relax, enjoy your experience, your conversation with your stylist, and rest assured that you're in great hands and that your hair will be the best that it's ever been. Not only do we own Lotus Den, but we also have a barbershop that is adjoined to our salon right next door called Gentleman's Den, and they take care of all the men and children, and it's great to have, you know, the full family taken care of at both the Lotus Den and the Gentleman's Den. Over at the Gentleman's Den, they provide multiple services, and a couple of them are definitely like top-notch haircuts, as well as straight razor shaves with a hot towel, which is a nice luxurious service. They also will serve you a nice cold beer while you're waiting or while you're in the chair, which makes the experience that much better. We encourage you to come experience the Lotus Den. You can check out our work on Instagram or Facebook. You can also book online or give us a call to schedule your next appointment.
All right, awesome. So who wants to book an appointment? It's yeah, I know all the ladies are sitting there like, oh, I so need an appointment right now. So yeah, you know, I just have a lot of clients where we're holding off on even launching everything until everything lifts, but you know, we're still building everything up that we can to make sure that, you know, because yeah, at the end of the day, the great part about this whole thing is you guys stick it out, because half your competition is going to be gone after this. Yeah, I know that sucks to hear. You know, that's a real hard pill to swallow, but to make sure you build yourself up as much as you can during this time, because there's going to be some great opportunity once things lift. And like I said, I think things are going to be lifting a little bit sooner than people think, at least when you're talking about Oceanside. You know, like I said, Manhattan's different, LA's different, everything like that. But I think when you're talking about San Diego County, things are going to be opening a lot sooner. And to make sure that you're 100% ready to start taking in business is going to be great. And then the last thing I want to talk about is, pay-per-click advertising. If you guys are building up your website and trying to get some more traffic there, pay-per-click is actually not a horrible option right now. I'm kind of showing you that you guys can all see this graph right here. This is for actually a local solar company, Cosmic Solar. We've worked with them many years. You can see since 2017, we've been running their ads. But you can see here, right now, if we're just talking about cost per click, this is a solar company, mind you. They've had as high as $10 cost per click in the past. Right now, their cost per click is 64 cents as of yesterday. So that's going to be a really big one for you guys. Like, even when you're looking at the click-through rates, people are still clicking on it. It's not like the cost per click's going down because people aren't clicking on it anymore. You know, still the same amount of people clicking on it. And you can see the costs, overall costs, their overall marketing costs have tanked, and they're getting just as many conversions, just as much business. So yeah, definitely, if you guys have a chance, if you guys have a business that can be on Google advertising, or you guys have any questions about setting up a Google advertising campaign, so that once this thing kicks out, or once you can start running up in business again, you guys can start taking advantage of some of these really low prices, definitely let me know. And that kind of leads into, you know, my last, that's going to lead into my last piece here for you know, just this whole thing is just watch out for scammers right now. I've had probably a good 3 or 4 clients get approached by scammers, and I had one client actually fall to a scammer. It was a lady who owns her husband has a plumbing company, and you know, if someone calls and says they're from Google, and I'm pretty sure Richard can back me up on that. If someone calls and says they're from Google, they're not from Google. Google will never call you. Google calls me, but that's because my agency spends tens of thousands of dollars a month with them. Google will never call you. I don't care if they say they're from Google or anything like that. They're not from Google. Facebook will not call you. Google will not call you. None of these places will ever call you. If they're saying that your listing's incorrect or something like that, or your listing's screwed up, it's not. It's probably fine, especially if you do everything that Richard told you to do. You're fine. Don't listen to those people because, yeah, they'll take $500 from you and not do anything. Google does not run Google ads for you. Facebook does not run your Facebook ads for you. You know, people like Simone run your Facebook ads for you. You know, like my team can run your Facebook ads for you, but Facebook will never call you and say, hey, we're running your Facebook ads now. Google will never call you and say you're running your Facebook ads now. If you're going to deal with somebody with anything that has to do with the internet, try to deal with a local person that you can meet face to face. And if they screw you over, you actually know where they live and everything like that. You can, you know, go TP their house. Well, actually, you wouldn't TP their house right now because TP is on the premium. You know, you know what I mean by that. You know, don't deal with some dude on the phone that you've never met before and give them your hard-earned money. It's just not. It's probably not going to work out too well. So you know, that's my piece for everything. You know, I don't know if there's any questions or if we have some time for some questions, but I just wanted to leave a few minutes on that end for at least some questions.
Absolutely. If you want to stop your share, I've got a question in the chat from Stephanie here for Simone. Stephanie wants to know, let me see here, do you recommend a cleanup on email marketing if you have not sent it in a while? So let me go back to our gallery view here. Simone.
Yes. Okay, the short answer is no. So if you haven't connected with your list for a while, I will first send a couple emails. So there's a sequence you can send to try to reconnect with people. So you can send an email just saying, you know, I haven't connected with you for a while. I just want to give some updates on what's going on. And then the second one, you might send to the ones that are not opening. You can send something like, do you still want to, you know, get on my list? Do you still want to receive updates? Because I'm going to give value. So that's the whole thing about email marketing or any marketing right now online, right? You want to give value. So give some tips, news that they can use right now. So after you've done four or five, I have 5 emails on a sequence to reconnect with people. I could totally share that with you later. And then you scrub your list. Then you can scrub your list because depending on the email service provider you're using, you're paying by the subscriber, right? And you don't want, because if people are really not opening your email, you're gonna get wrong data. So then after you try that, those ones that really didn't open, didn't connect at all, then you can take them off your list. Good.
Thank you for that, Simone. Do we have any other questions for Simone, Richard, or Aaron while we have them on the call? I mean, you've got experts on anything from email marketing to SEO, video, social media. You've really got it all here. I know a lot of people. Oh, go ahead, Stephanie. It looks like you're muted. Can we?
Sorry, you know, this is great. I am so glad I'm on this call. I have actually a couple questions. One is for reviews on Google. There's a couple on there that are completely fake that I've never worked with them before. And I have tried countless times with Google to get them to knock them off. Funny, one of them is a friend of a friend through someone that I know, and he supposedly got his Google account hacked and then did 300 one-star reviews in one day with 300 different businesses. And I only know that because of the friend of the friend. You know, I was like, Mary, what's up with your friend Josh? And she was like, oh my gosh, were you one of them? So like, how do you fix that?
That's a very difficult thing, especially right now, because the staff is very minimal over at Google. Um, One thing that you can try and do is, have you reached out to them?
Yeah,
Any
and this
individual?
was
I
even
know that it's
way,
been
way before, you know, the lockdown and everything. And funny you
okay.
say that, because since I have had so much free time, I've reconnected with a bunch of people and gave them a direct link. So I know of like 8 people that reviewed me, but it's not on my review yet. So that's why, because they're so short staffed.
You know what? That's going to be probably a longer process. Maybe we could have a chat afterwards and kind of
Okay.
see how the process went, so that we can really find a really good solution for you and see if there is
Okay.
something that I can definitely help with.
Yeah, because I cherish, you know, my Google reviews, and those fake
Absolutely.
ones, it's super irritating.
Right. Right. One of the things too is really being proactive with obtaining new ones will help push it down. That's the
I know
simpler
when I
way.
did, but they're
But
not showing up.
yeah, so let's do an analysis on that the account and see if there's something abnormal about it, and
Okay.
let's see what we can do to fix it. Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks for the question.
Awesome.